What do you intend to do with this recording?
It doesn't matter what I intend to do. My question to you would be, have there been any prior cases where criminals have filmed police registrations and police coming in and out of a police station and then targeted people? I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay, well tell me one example then. Tell me an example.
You live in a little bubble then,
I don't live in a bubble,
because
I would really expect you to support what you're saying with some sort of data or statistic.
And you've been antagonistic. You've been smirking behind your camera, trying to provoke a at why you are here and what you are doing.
And use what offence? Use what legislation to find that out?
I will use section 44 of the terrorism if necessary, because it's odd, it's not right behaviour, and you are trying to provoke us, and you know you are.
Section 44 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah.
Welcome back to Operation Audit, where we break down public interactions with police, examine the law, and look at whether officers are actually acting within their powers. Huge thanks to Coley Burks for allowing us to feature this audit. Make sure to check out his channel and support his work through the link in the description. In this latest encounter, Auditor Coley is confronted by a police inspector in a Swindon Station car park who immediately starts making accusations about filming registration plates. The officer appears completely confused about the laws he's trying to enforce, repeatedly relying on weak claims and outdated legislation while attempting to intimidate the auditor into leaving. As the situation escalates, the inspector even becomes physical, despite failing to explain any actual offense or lawful power, turning the entire encounter into another embarrassing example of authority being used without proper legal understanding.
Hello mate, you recording vehicle indexes, are you?
Yeah, I am, yeah.
What, for police?
Excuse me?
For all police officers coming into work?
If they happen to be on camera, then yeah.
Okay.
Was there an issue with that? Who are you, by the way?
Sorry?
Who are you?
I'm a police officer.
Okay.
Okay, and just for your tape, Inspector Barry Reid.
You're an inspector,
Okay,
are you?
Yeah.
Interesting.
And I do think it's a little bit...
You're wearing a lot of aftershave, by the way.
Thanks very much.
It smells alright, but yeah.
Okay, if you're here to wind me up, it's not going to work, fella. Okay.
Are you getting wound up, are you?
No. I'm just asking you, why are you recording indexes of police officers coming into work?
I don't have a, vested interest in any police indexes. I just happen to be filming. If they're filmed, then they're filmed.
Okay.
If you were that concerned about it, you should perhaps consider taking the bus to work or like public transport, something like that. Okay. What are you laughing? I'm being serious.
Oh yeah.
I'm being dead serious.
Okay. It's alright, fella.
Okay.
I'll just send somebody out this way.
Alright, let me just get the reg right quick.
Can you stop recording my index?
Why?
To work?
Why?
Because that's a security risk, isn't it?
Why is it?
Because if you put that on social media...
Why is it a security risk?
That is a security risk to me and my family.
How is it?
How?
How is it?
Posting.
It's in public, mate.
Sorry?
It's in public.
No. This is a police station, fella.
This is
a police station. You are on police property.
Yeah.
Okay.
This is public property. There's no. This is definitely no. You don't touch me.
Just come here.
You don't touch me. No, I'm not coming nowhere. Don't even think about touching me again.
The inspector's instant overreaction says a lot about how some officers view accountability, treating a camera as a threat instead of part of public oversight. He quickly tries to paint the filming of vehicle registration plates as suspicious, despite the fact that number plates are visible to anyone in public and recording them is not illegal. As Coley calmly points out the public's implied right of access to police property open to visitors, the inspector repeatedly shuts it down without offering any proper legal basis. The exchange only highlights how poorly he understands the very laws and powers he's attempting to rely on. Under normal UK common law principles, publicly accessible areas like station forecourts and car parks generally carry implied access unless clearly restricted. But instead of addressing that properly, the inspector appears determined to invent rules that simply don't exist.
Don't even think about touching me again.
Okay.
This is public place. I can film. There's no gates coming.
This is a police station.
All right, I'm aware that it's a police station. Can you identify yourself, please?
Yeah.
And let me know before you start recording me, thanks.
Yeah, I was just going to let you know, actually.
All right,
I'm just putting my keys on my lanyard, alright?
All right, no worries.
So I'm just recording for my protection and for yours, alright?
Yeah, likewise. Would you mind identifying yourself, please?
Yeah, my name's PC Venton, my call number's 0345, okay?
Okay, thank you.
Alright.
Okay. Can you explain to the inspector that it's not a crime to film any registration plates from a public place?
You're not on a public
You may
place.
have a problem with it, but like, I know your feelings are getting hurt or whatever, but
No.
my rights, your feelings don't trump my rights, so I can film.
You walked across the car park.
Yeah.
In a second. So have you been recording in that car park?
I haven't had a focused interest on number plates, but if I want to, I can walk around here and record
No, you
it.
can't.
Yeah, of course I can.
No, you can't. That's a private place. This is a private place.
No, it's not.
This
not.
part
No, it's
is
not.
a public place.
This is all paid for by the taxpayer. So what? This is leased. You have an occupational lease for this police station, and you're doing a service for the public. So therefore, the public can access all of this.
Okay. What do you intend to do with these?
Whatever I want to do with it.
The videos.
I don't have to tell you.
You don't?
No.
Okay. So if you intend to post those on social media and explicitly say that they are police officers' indexes, which poses a risk to police officers and their families.
How?
Okay, that is a risk through terrorism.
Why?
Okay?
Why would people?
And therefore, the Terrorism Act offences could come into play.
Okay, we're going down that route, are we?
No, because I'm telling you that is the risk to police officers.
So do you think you're a valuable target for a terrorist?
Well, we know we are.
The moment the inspector resorts to physical contact, it becomes clear he's struggling to stay professional once his authority is questioned. After failing to justify his claims about the property, he quickly shifts to suggesting terrorism powers, a tactic often used to pressure people into backing down despite no evidence of any genuine threat. Throwing around references to counter-terrorism legislation during an ordinary public filming encounter only undermines the seriousness of those laws and raises serious concerns about professional conduct. Rather than dealing with the situation calmly and lawfully, the inspector appears more focused on regaining control after being challenged by a member of the public who clearly understands his rights.
Heightened risk based on what data, what facts?
Okay, what I'm asking you is what you
don't
intend
ask
to do.
me anything. You don't need to ask me anything. Stop talking about terrorists and that's not good. Like, look, like, how can you even fabricate that?
Why are you here recording indexes
Because I want
of
to.
police
I don't
cars?
need to have a reason. I'm not recording any indexes. You just happen to be driving
you walked
past.
from this car park.
Yeah, because I'm proving a
As I
point.
came in, and then you started to record my car as I went through the barrier. Okay.
Right, 'cause
Have
I
you
wanted
been
to.
in this car park, which is
Doesn't
a
matter
private
if I have.
place?
Doesn't matter if I have or haven't. If
Have
I
you been
want to, I
recording
can.
police officers'
Doesn't matter.
indexes in
I'm
a
not
car
answering.
park?
I'm not answering. Let's keep a bit of distance. I don't know what you're gonna do. You seem a little bit hostile. You seem dangerous.
Me?
You got that weird look in your eyes. Yeah.
That's because, fella, I've been doing this for 29 years. Okay?
And do you
And
reasonably
have
suspect that
and
I'm
you-
doing here
and
to
you
do
have
something
tried
wrong?
to provoke me and provoke me.
Yeah, it
and
looks like it
provoke me.
worked.
No, not at all.
Well, you seem pretty
So I'm
upset.
trying to ask you why you are here.
Well, I haven't been trying to provoke you, by the way. But just know I can film any registration that I like. I don't need to answer. I don't need to account for my presence in a
Okay.
public place.
You're not in a public place. This is police.
This is not a private
This is
place.
police property.
This is publicly
You are
accessible.
recording on
This is
police
publicly
property.
accessible. Look, the gates are for cars not to go through. Any pedestrian, what's this for then? Any pedestrian can walk through here, walk around here.
No.
Yeah. So this is a civil matter anyway. Well, I'm not
That is
moving.
not a private place.
Well, I'm not moving.
What were you doing in the car park of the police station?
Doesn't matter what I was doing. I can be in any car park I want.
I'm
It's
gonna ask
accessible.
you nicely to move on, please.
Is that a request?
Yes, it is.
Okay, well, I'm going to politely decline your request and I'm going to continue filming.
Are you?
But rest assured, I mean, if I wanted to, I could, but I don't have, again, a vested interest in anyone's private registration.
Because if you post indexes of police officers,
not a
and
terrorism
police
risk.
vehicles
No, 'cause you just take-
on social media, there is a risk of internal and external
I'm
terrorism.
smirking because
towards police
you're so
officers.
serious. Like,
I am serious.
you're
because-
making me feel uncomfortable. Like,
Because I've had threats in this organisation.
what, from terrorists?
No, from organised crime groups.
When Coley challenges the inspector on whether he genuinely believes the police station is some kind of major terrorist target, the officer immediately leans on his position of authority, insisting that it is without offering anything to support the claim. But as soon as he's asked for actual evidence or intelligence showing a serious threat level, the inspector quickly backs away from the point and changes direction entirely. The sudden shift makes it obvious that the terrorism argument was never backed by facts and was being used more as an intimidation tactic than a legitimate concern. Coley then breaks down the reality of the location itself, pointing out that the barrier system is clearly there to manage vehicle access, while the pavement area remains an obvious pedestrian route intended for public foot traffic.
Uncomfortable. Like,
Because I've had threats in this organisation.
what, from terrorists?
No, from organised crime groups. Okay, so it's not
Like who?
just. Sorry,
Like who?
I'm going to explain that.
Well,
to you.
I would really expect you to be able to explain it if it had happened.
So we have had threats. We receive threats as police officers daily whilst we're doing our business.
I don't- maybe you do out and about.
You are here recording indexes.
Okay, let me
I'm
ask you a
asking you
question.
politely, what do you intend to do with this recording?
It doesn't matter what I intend to do. My question to you would be, have there been any prior cases where criminals have filmed police registrations and police coming in and out of a police station and then targeted people. I don't think so.
Yes.
Okay, well, tell me one example then. Tell me an example.
You live in a little bubble then, fellow.
I don't live in a bubble
because
I would really expect you to support what you're saying with some sort of data or statistic.
Okay. Have you got this chap's face on your camera? Okay.
Or I can request that, by the way, under data protection. So.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
so
fine.
Subject access request, actually. That's
Yeah, under the Data Protection Act.
Right. I'm
And
not really
SAR.
comfortable with you recording my indexes, and you specifically switched your camera on as I was driving through the barrier to do that.
Right.
And ever since then, you've been antagonistic. You've been smirking behind your camera, trying to provoke a reaction.
No, because you're funny. You make me laugh because you're so serious and that.
I am serious because
Your body language is making me laugh. That's all it is. I mean, listen, if you're provoked, I mean, you're an inspector. I feel like you should have a higher threshold for being provoked. Like, come on. Why are you getting provoked so easily? I'm here exercising my right to film in a public place, and you're saying that's provocative.
And I'm telling you, you're not in a public place. You're on police.
I'm certainly in it. This place becomes a public place under the Criminal Justice Act.
Station.
Coley then challenges the inspector's claim that officers have somehow been targeted simply because their registration plates were filmed, asking for any actual evidence to support such a serious statement. The inspector fails to provide a single fact or example, making the entire argument appear completely unsupported. Instead of answering the question directly, he turns to accusing Coley of being confrontational and trying to get a reaction, shifting attention away from his own behavior during the encounter. Coley calmly reminds him that senior officers are expected to handle public scrutiny professionally and with restraint, especially when dealing with lawful activity in public. But throughout the exchange, the inspector appears unable to maintain that standard, allowing frustration and emotion to take over where calm professionalism should have been leading the interaction.
Okay, and therefore there are other acts that can come into play, like causing a disturbance on police premises. Okay.
What act? What legislation is that? Causing a disturbance on police premises? I haven't heard of that one before.
It is.
All right.
Look it up, dude. All right.
Why don't you tell me what it is, dude?
So you're now laughing. You're trying to provoke me. You know, I'm trying to be polite to you. And to be honest, I'm going to ask you if you can leave, please.
All right. Well.
Okay. Because actually, if you continue to film indexes of cars in here, then we may look to other offences.
What?
Okay?
Like what?
And we may look at why you are here and what you are doing.
And use what offence? Use what legislation to find that out?
I will use section 44 of the Terrorism Act.
I will find that out.
use section 44 of the Terrorism
I will find that out.
use section 44 of the Terrorism Act if necessary. Because it's odd, it's not right behaviour, and you are trying to provoke us, and you know you are.
Section 44 of the Terrorism Act?
Yeah.
Sure about that? All right. I would love to see you use that act.
Okay.
Just make sure it exists before you use it.
Okay. I'm going to ask you if you can just leave.
As Coley brings up the Criminal Justice Act and explains how public access can extend to areas where there is an implied right of entry, the inspector struggles to respond with any clear legal argument. Instead, he suddenly starts talking about an alleged offense involving causing a disturbance on police property, yet fails to name any actual legislation or power to support it, telling Coley to look it up rather than explaining it himself. The situation becomes even more embarrassing when the inspector attempts to rely on Section 44 of the Terrorism Act 2000, despite the fact that those powers were ruled unlawful and repealed years ago. Seeing a senior officer confidently reference legislation that no longer exists raises serious concerns about both his legal knowledge and his suitability for a supervisory role.
And I'm gonna politely decline your
You
request.
are,
don't touch me.
I'm going to ask you to move off.
Don't touch me.
Police premises
Get your hand
now,
off me.
okay?
Get off me. Now get off me.
You're not going to
Now get
record
off me.
any more
Get off me.
indexes.
Nah.
Okay.
I am going to record
now
indexes.
You are here.
No.
This is a public place.
No.
This side is not.
No.
I'm going to ask you to stop.
No, you don't do that, you know. You just put hands on me, that's an assault. I'm going to go film your reg. This isn't Northern Ireland.
On police premises, I'm asking you to leave.
Yeah, well, you've asked me and you put hands on me. Well, I'm refusing. Now what? You know I can sue you. Can I get your shoulder number? You've just assaulted me, by the way.
1286. I haven't tried to
Yes,
assault
you absolutely have.
There's
no barriers. Look at this. There's nothing blocking me from being here. So my presence here is lawful. I know the law.
Step the other side.
No, you're going to put hands on me again. I suggest you don't, you know. Because I'll just come back. I'll keep coming back.
Will you?
Yes, I will. Because I haven't committed any offence. This is a civil matter. Even if I was trespassing, which I'm not, because this is all publicly accessible.
Why are you smirking behind your
I'm
camera
not
again?
smirking, mate.
I'm not smirking. You're trying.
The situation escalates further when the inspector physically pushes Coley, marking a clear loss of control as the legal discussion breaks down completely. In the background, another officer tries to justify the behavior by referencing the security situation in Northern Ireland. But that comparison doesn't align with the context of what's happening in Swindon, or grant any additional authority in this setting. Coley is still focused on the legal basis of the encounter. While the inspector appears fixated on perceived disrespect, repeatedly reacting to tone and body language rather than addressing any actual points of law, the result is an encounter that shifts away from lawful explanation and into emotion-driven decision-making, raising serious questions about professionalism and proportionality.
I'm not
You're trying to wind us up.
You're making me feel nervous. If I'm trying to wind you up, then why don't you just go in the car and that will be that?
Yeah, he's now up front.
Why have you got such a problem with me, man? Just chill. You shouldn't just put hands on me either. No, I will not step outside. No.
I'm going to ask you again.
And you're going to put hands on me again, are you?
I will do if necessary.
Why?
Okay, because I'm asking you to leave.
Why?
Please don't put the camera right.
No, please
in my
don't
face.
please don't put hands on me.
Yeah. Look, I've got my hands in my pocket.
Okay.
This is not aggressive.
But you've already done it, so I'm already.
Okay.
I can
And
already
I'm
sue.
asking you to leave.
You're asking.
This police premises
Are you
now.
asking or telling?
I'm now telling.
Have you not got anything better to do? What, like, is there no police work to be getting on with? You're an inspector for a reason, and you're letting your ego dictate how you're behaving. Just put your ego to one side. If I'm here to provoke, just leave it at that. You're just acting a lot beyond your duty right now. Because I won't bow down to your authority. Just relax, man. Chill.
I don't need you to bow down.
We're not like, I'm not against you. Like, we're all on the same team, and you're just acting unreasonable. Like, just let me stand around here and film, and I'll probably be on my way. You're just trying to put hands on me and do this and that. I'm the one that's trying to de-escalate the situation, and you keep escalating it. Just relax, get in the car, and we'll leave it at that. Because your ego won't let you do it. So now you're smirking. Why are you smirking, big man?
Because
stop smirking. Oh, there you go.
You are laughing behind your camera.
No, I'm not. I'm not lying. I'm not
laughing.
laughing now, am I? I'm certainly not laughing now. I'm being dead serious. I'm being dead serious. Don't try to put hands on me again, because I'm not gonna do anything back, but I'm gonna prevent you from doing it, because I have a right to be here. I have a right just as much as you have a right.
No. As I said, you are on police premises. I've told you.
And you just assaulted me. How come? So I should be able to citizens arrest you right now, really?
Okay, citizens arrest me.
Yeah, something tells me it's not in my best interest to do so, and if it comes back as innocent, then I could be prosecuted. So you see, I weigh up the consequences before putting hands on people, but I don't have the same qualified impunity that you do. You can keep asking all you like. I'm not leaving nowhere.
So what's your purpose here?
Don't worry about my purpose
Why are you
here.
recording police indexes?
I'm not interested in no police indexes. Just get in the car, and I'll probably get bored and probably just
why
leave.
Were you in the car park? Were you recording indexes whilst
It
you were in
doesn't
the
matter
car
if I was or
because
wasn't.
that is police premises, and you are not.
We're still
entitled to
having.
be
We're
there.
going around in circles, Inspector.
We are, because.
Can you apologise for putting hands on me, please?
No,
there was no
I've
reason
tried
for
to
it.
escort you off of police premises.
Okay, well, I'm
and
not
you've
leaving.
just completely ignored me and walked behind me.
Yeah, damn right. Now what? What are you gonna do now?
I don't think you would like it if people were coming to
Well,
your
mate,
house
you
and
chose to
threatening you.
you chose to do this job. You are aware of what
Yeah,
you know
I
the
do.
implications of doing such a job. If you haven't done anything unlawful or done anything wrong, I don't see any reason for why anyone would want to target you.
Coley then shifts the dynamic by pointing out that, under Section 24A of PACE, a citizen's arrest can apply in certain situations involving indictable offenses, especially where unlawful force may be involved, putting the inspector on notice about his own legal exposure. At the same time, the second officer attempts to justify the situation by suggesting that wearing a uniform automatically makes officers targets, but that argument doesn't hold up as a legal justification for unlawful conduct. Coley responds by keeping the focus on accountability, highlighting that officers are still bound by the same legal and ethical standards as everyone else under the College of Policing Code of Ethics, which requires professionalism and restraint rather than relying on status or occupation as protection from scrutiny.
Do not cross this line, okay? Up here, this ceases to be a public place, okay? There are CCTV cameras watching you. If you proceed into that area, carry on continuing to video, we may take police action, right?
Like what action?
But you know this because you're here to revoke, and I've just spoken, and I think from the CCTV, somebody knows you anyway, so we'll leave it at that. Please don't come past this barrier.
And what will happen if I do?
Because you'll be trespassing on police property, okay?
Okay, well, it's a civil matter though, isn't it?
That is a civil matter, you're right. All right, just leave it to it. Thanks,
Thank you.
Thank you, Inspector. I'll be making a complaint, by the way.
The encounter ends with the inspector stepping back to his vehicle, throwing out vague warnings and drawing an informal boundary while relying on CCTV mentions and empty threats of possible action instead of any clear legal authority. When pressed to identify a specific power behind his claims, he offers nothing concrete, leaving his position based more on intimidation than law. His final warning about trespass only reinforces that he is referring to a civil matter rather than anything criminal, effectively undercutting the weight of his own argument. In the end, what remains is an officer retreating into ultimatums and ambiguity rather than lawful explanation, highlighting how quickly authority can fall apart when it is tested by calm, informed questioning. If you found this breakdown useful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe to support the channel and keep accountability content coming.